Do a few more interpretations here. Again, I saw this with my eyes unaided without the use of a camera. I'm going to do a few more interpretations here. See the reflections, they kind of make that look like teeth there. There's another face that I saw. Another. And that face could look like, here's how they overlap things and make things look like mosaics where one part is another part of another one. But I think here they look like teeth. They're very good at doing that. Or that's just the natural thing that happens with the twat. They're freezing my feet right now. They're doing a frostbite attack on there. So I guess I'm experiencing these anomalies and 30 other different diseases. I guess this is what my dad thinks. And suffering from supernatural abilities, of premonition and sight beyond sight, and suffering from poltergeist as well. And just encountering all these sketchy people and all these sketchy cops and sketchy civilians. Do a few more interpretations here. I think these are pretty simple ones. Those little shiny parts of the leaves or in the twig in between makes it more realistic looking, especially when it's used to make up like an eye. Like here, the eye sort of glimmers and reflects like it would in real life. Do a few more interpretations here. And some of these eyes, you can actually make out the irises in them. And that mouth that I drew looks like an even larger eye of like a cyclops or of a pair of eyes. And the last last two pair of eyes I did, you can literally see how it has like a glimmer to it, like realistic eyes would. I'm going to freeze it here, and they're doing freeze frame and the jitterbug as well, overlapping. A few more interpretations here. Keep in mind, I saw this with my eyes unaided, without the use of a camera. There's another interpretation. Here you can actually see the iris of the eye and how it has a glimmer to it with the eyes. And they're playing jitterbug and freeze frame again. I'm going to do a few more interpretations here. I'll do a few more interpretations here. And here. I'm going to do a few more interpretations here. The shiny parts of the leaves or against the twig um, makes the eyes more realistic, and also can make it look like the faces have teeth, like there. You can see a glimmer in the eye. You can actually see the irises in the eye. I'm gonna redraw this face a little bit. I saw it a couple different ways. A few different ways. There you can actually make out the irises in the eye. Same for that one in the bottom left. They're going, Cape, your voice is very gravelly right now. We're making your voice very gravelly. We're zapping his throat. Okay, I'm going to do a few more interpretations here while they play jitterbug and freeze frame and other things. It's electric or whatever that is. You can actually see the iris in that eye. See? They're going, Kip, it kind of looks like your green eyes. You got such beautiful green eyes. That's what your friend Austin said. An interpretation there, and over here, and over here. They're doing a Kathy Griffin reference. And it's like they've watched, since they've been spying on me, they watched everything that I watched. And so they took those programs that I watched and just cut it up into like little sound bites. And then they just play them all the fucking time. And then they'll say something on top of what they're saying, like the original quote, but they'll say it with different words, with different meaning behind it, but they'll say it with the inflections and the tone, and I'll still hear the original quote in the background or afterwards. I'm like, nobody finds it interesting at all. I'm going to lighten it up here and do a few more interpretations of the same image. I'm just doing eyes on this one. Do another interpretation here. This one I'll do it with the mouth a little bit. Same with this one. Gonna do a few more interpretations here. Actually make the iris out in that one. And it looks like teeth there. Looks like there's teeth here too. Gonna do a few more interpretations here. I said this one looked like a bunny. We told Kip to draw this one. We pointed it out with our invisible pointer. They're wearing pointers. Is that a programming term? Is that a euphemism for a needle? Okay, I'm going to do a few more interpretations here. While they play jitterbug and electric or whatever. Some interpretations here. I want to just draw some eyes, or the pupils of the eyes. As the camera pans down, you can see the various faces. As the light hits them differently, you can see how, like even like, when you move around, you can still see faces in it. Even the motion blur, even from different perspectives, you can see how other faces kind of come forward or